Good day, welcome again to Crystal Education TV, where we have to bring you the education update for the week. And again, we are back to review the week which began on the 12th of September, and it saw the resumption. My name is Just Crystal, welcoming you again to Education Update here on our education channel. I also have my friend, colleague, my gang member, James Ugoke is here again. James.
Yes, it's good to be here. I welcome your viewers to Crystal Education TV. So it's going to be packed today. So you don't want to miss any bit of this show today.
Yeah, the edition today promises to be nice because we are going to give you two packs of videos today, and that is the education update, and after that we'll upload again the education talk point. So, and the talking point will be very interesting, so stay with us, and don't forget, like our Facebook page, subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you can also help us to grow in this business. We promise to bring you so much. Okay, before we go to the headlines as they were uploaded and published by the various newspapers we decided to review this week, we want to go on a short break. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and also share. Okay, welcome back. Let's go straight to the education update. Yes, we know the week in review is from 12th of September. That was a Monday. Yes, all primary and secondary schools nationwide reopened for the 2022-2023 academic year. Of course, Crystal Education Media visited some schools in the FCT during the week, and we got the reactions of students, teachers, and some school management on the resumption fever. The schools we visited include Golden Good Shepherd School, Arab Road, Kubwa, Universal Setting Academy, Pipeline in Kubwa, Seed of Glory International School, Phase 4 also in Kubwa, and then we went all the way to Iron Dave International School in Ushafa, on your way to Buhari. All right, and we will be giving you with some of the comments at the end of the update. Stick around. Now, Mr. James, let's move on. With the update on Monday 12th, we have the story on the Guardian newspaper that says NCRIB, Lagos State seal part on insurance education. NCRIB, Lagos State seal part on insurance education. The report has it that the Nigerian Council of Registered Insurance Brokers, NCRIB, and the Lagos State government have partnered to promote insurance education among secondary school students in the state. Okay,
here's an editorial from the Premium Times. Resolving Nigeria's university education debacle with the rider, any ASU insistence on a public funding arrangement that has woefully failed over the years is tantamount to preparing the ground for the next strike.
All right, getting on, we have the story on Vanguard. Says Edo NUT hail Obaseki Subeb for investment in teacher education. Edo NUT hail Obaseki Subeb for investment in teacher education. Okay, so that's that.
All right, from the Sun newspaper now, Fayemi calls for a focus of education to be competitive, skills, and we know that going to school is not just about graduating and getting a job.
Exactly.
It's about creating the job after school.
Good.
And everything.
Good. That is where education should leave you with that level of self-discovery.
Exactly, but then
the ability to discover and be able to bring what you have discovered, develop what you have discovered about yourself, and then bring it to the public and be able to use it.
We've seen such calls, over and over again, and nothing is being done about it. Well, it's high time we began to, put match actions with words.
Exactly, match actions which were. Let's move on to Tuesday. This story in review on Tuesday, the 13th of September, is coming from The Guardian, and it's also another editorial saying, "Save higher education, end ASU strike." Save higher education, end ASU strike. On Monday, we saw Premium Times in their editorial writing similarly on this. I think this is another interesting development that happened during the week. Yes. We saw the federal government drag ASU to court.
It's a shame that at this point, instead of the government to play its role, it's seeking judicial, litigation.
Yeah.
In with an exchange of playing its role.
Yes.
There's this saying that when two elephants fight, the grass is suffer.
Yeah.
Recently, the students have taken to the street to protest, the long, lingering strike and everything. But here, our federal government,
dragging,
saying that no work, no pay, and this is a fact that educational system in Nigeria is in a very shameful and shambolic situation.
A very serious one, I must say. So we know that ASU being on strike for so long is a shame to us, but nobody is doing anything to make sure they cop that. All right, let's jet on.
Okay, from Guardian here, federal government insensitivity to ASU's demand is killing tertiary education by installment. Nebo laments.
Yes, that's coming from the former Minister of Power, Professor Chinedu Nebo, who lamented the ongoing strike of the Academic Staff Union of Universities, saying the federal government's insensitivity to their demand is killing tertiary education by installment. So there is a gradual killing. There's a gradual killing. It's not yet dead.
Well, it depends on where he's seeing that from. Because from the angle I'm seeing it from, it's dead.
Wow.
So he must have seen it from a gradual perspective.
If you say it's dead, that means you are saying there is no more hope.
Where is the hope? Where when children of these these politicians that are involved, that are dragging their feet on this matter now, in foreign universities, where's the hope?
Well, where is the hope? He says we have this also in Vanguard saying ASU strike, bring back the universe in the university. Bring back the universe in the university. And interestingly, this is going to form our talking point on Education Talk Point for the week. That is going to be the next video we are uploading, or possibly the next video. You can check it out. It drops immediately after this one. You are saying, yes, that's talking about bringing back the universe in the university. Universe in university. Okay, so I think we'll be digesting that on Education Talk Point. So let's move on.
So moving on from Guardian, Bauchi Assembly passes children access to basic education bill.
Yes, this one says the Bauchi State House of Assembly on Wednesday passed a bill to make free, compulsory and basic education fundamental right of Nigerian of the children in the state.
But has it not always been?
That is what it's supposed to be. The question is, why is it not being implemented? Somebody said Nigeria, we are always very good on paper.
Yes, we are good with
making
bills.
If you read the Nigerian Constitution, you would see a near perfect scenario. If you read the bills, you see a near perfect scenario. But the problem always is that when you go into the full details of these things, you see some loophole, what the legal practitioner would call lacuna, right? Where things are now go wrong, and then a lot of persons
but going down there, we see that there are consequences for parents, guardians,
yes,
who would flout this law now,
the bill. It says that the bill stipulated penalties for parents and teachers who refuse to enroll children in school without lawful cause. Now, the perpetrator should risk 1 year imprisonment with an option of 100,000 naira fine.
From Sun News Online here, law professor tasks INEC, political parties, elites on proper voter education.
Yeah, proper voter education as we move towards the 2023 election. It's very important that the people are well educated on what and how to vote. Okay, coming from the professor of law, then you should expect them to talk loud. Let's now move on. This one is from the international scene, and that's on the UN News. It says, transform education and avoid a global learning crisis. Transform education so that you can avoid global learning crisis.
Okay, from CBC News now, Ontario Education Minister directs schools to celebrate, memorialize the Queen.
Interesting. You know, the week came in with the demise of the Queen of England, and so much to talk about, legacy, and then the impact the Queen Elizabeth II had in the world as a whole, and then in Africa especially. I saw a report earlier saying that South Africa is requesting for the the diamond, the largest diamond on her, I think,
her crown.
On her crown, yes.
Yes, I saw that report too, and it says that from what I saw there, the diamond belongs to South Africa.
That is it. So the queen is gone, so they are calling for it.
What? there might be questions. I mean, how did she get to own it?
So we move on to Vanguard, and this story in Vanguard say, we are willing to call off strike. ASU is talking. We are willing to call off strike. The President, Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, Professor Emmanuel Oso Dike, has said that the union is willing to end its 7 months strike if concrete agreements are met.
You know, the condition there is quite concrete.
Just like the agreement has to be concrete.
It has to be.
And coming from us here, we must tell Mr. Professor Ima that the agreement should not only be concrete, right? The agreement must be sustainable.
Exactly.
Because what has brought in this strike over time is lack of sustainable agreement.
Exactly.
So the government just hand twist them. They quickly rush back out of sympathy, out of okay, we've stayed so long, we've granted so many things, so let's go back to the negotiation table. Only for those agreements, the negotiations are not taken into consideration. The agreement of what should be paid is not paid, and years after, months after, we are back again to square one. One would have thought that after one of the longest strike we had, I think during the time of Jonathan, where he had to call a meeting and it was ended at night, and who knows whether it is one of those hand-twisted agreements that brought us here again. So we just hope that this is resolved one at one. I mean, we hope it is resolved this time, finally. So that
quickly.
Yes. So that brings us to Friday, the 16th of September. This one is on Vanguard, and it says, court clash, 5 Yaba Tech students killed in a week. That was that story. This happened on Thursday at Yaba College of Education, Yaba Tech, Akoka, Lagos mainland. A tragic incident happened at about 8 p.m. which took the life of a final year student who was shot dead in front of his faculty. In front of his faculty, the art complex. Court activity in school.
Well, this is court clash.
Court clash,
yes. So this is one of the activities that it's common with cultists. But then beyond that, I would like to look at, where this is coming from.
How did we get here?
How did we get here?
And do you know that cultism now is even present in our primary schools?
And this is because we lose our guards from parenting to our educational system to our government
to our societal
values. We have lost it. This is a full circle already. Our young people are taking to arms to this has to do with possession of guns,
machete,
exactly,
and what have you. So the question is, then I think this could also question to what extent are there the check and balances in the school?
In the school,
how
security-wise,
because this happened in front of the faculty complex.
Exactly, and you find out that in some schools, the kind of security structure they have is just so
porous.
Honestly, in fact, in some schools there are no armed men. There are no armed policemen. It's just
the normal security
guys who do not even possess a machete and everything. So,
all right, let's jet on so we can wrap up and give you the voices from the Resumption Fever. Okay, this is on the Vanguard, still on ASU strike, saying again, Buhari meets pro-chancellors of varsities, promises further consultation. Yeah, the President Muhammadu Buhari has promised to engage in further consultation with relevant stakeholders towards ending the protracted strike by members of the Academic Staff Union of University. And we do hope that government does this as fast as possible so we can make progress.
Sure.
That is the much we can take. That is on the education update. Of course, we did tell you at the beginning that we visited schools and we will give you the voices. So we'll leave you with some of the voices and the fever of resumption. You listen to them talking about what needs to be done, how they started. Some students sharing with us how they spent their holiday, and then teachers telling us how prepared they are and what they need to do, and also talking to parents on how to cooperate with them in order to achieve the best in this academic section. Don't go anywhere, you get the sounds just now.
Hi everyone, my name is Emmanuel Ogabidu. I am the head of LES in Golden Good Shepherd School. Well, it has been exciting as we've been receiving children from Monday till today. So we're expecting more children and more admission within this week and the coming weeks. Common challenges that we encounter at the beginning of a new session like this, then you get to meet new parents that are bringing in their children. You'll be seeing children that will start in school for the first time. So children that have been attached to their parents, so they find it difficult to start a new session without their parents. So basically the challenge we really encounter within this period is the challenge of having children to settle down in their various classes with their learning materials. So far so good, we have hands on ground. The teachers have been properly giving the orientation on how to help the children settle down. As they're settling down, we're giving them their learning materials so that they can settle down and get to the business of the term. The overall objective for the term is to provide a wholesome learning experience for the children because the children are the primary aim while we're in business. So we'll be providing a wholesome learning experience that will cater to all their basic needs as they go through this term. So usually first term is the foundation for the subsequent term. So what we'll be doing this term is we'll be laying the basic foundations, exposing them to the learning experiences that will prepare them for second term and eventual third term. My advice to parents is be patient with your child, be patient with your children, because this is a new session, is a new class, so they are going to be exposed to new tasks that will be a bit challenging to them. So we expect their patience and cooperation, and also they should help the children in doing their home project and home assignments. Well, to the learners, we are all set and ready for you. So we look forward to giving you the wholesome experience that will empower you to do the things you love doing. So put in your best, keep working hard, and pay attention to your teachers.
My name is Janet Diege. I am in JS 2. I school at Ayonde International Academy. My holiday was fun, interesting, and beautiful, and I loved it. We are resuming on the 19th. When they changed the date to the 12th, I was so happy because of being at home was somehow brought to me.
My name is Adachojo Precious, and I am in SS2. My holiday was splendid. I really enjoyed it. I had so many fun, and I was able to acquire so many skills. My mom is a fashion designer, so I was able to know how to sew. As at last term, the subject I really had problem with was maths and biology. So, but I've made up my mind to try to read every day, study maths, solve every equation that are given in class, and to really study biology.
Ogundare, good luck. I'm a student of Ayonde International Academy, and I'm in SS2. My plan for this academic session is just to be the best in the class and get my position back, my first position. In order to get that, I'll just be attentive, read my notes, as the saying goes that God help those who help themselves. So I read my note and I pray to God, and I pass all my subjects.
My name is Adaigofa Divine Esiogene. I am in SS2. My holiday was fun, awesome, and splendid. What I did wrongly last time was that I did not focus on my studies. I did not have time to read my books. So this time I want to work harder, get higher grade, and be the best.
My name is Praise Jonah. My holiday was fun and splendid. Last time I was joining bad friends, and this time I want to join a smart friend. I want to be straightforward.
My name is Mr. Happiness. We are ready to give our best as teachers. There's no how one can live without challenge, but the challenge we have been able to arrest those challenges. My little advice to the learners is for them to take their academics more serious, because the best is in them, and it is only them that can bring out the best in them. Teacher can only try and ensure that they become somebody in life.
I'm Ms. Adeosun Victoria, the head of primary section. We thank God for sparing our life, for seeing us throughout the holiday, and we are back to work. And we are so excited having the kids back in full. And the major challenges we are having now is the holiday has taken part of the children, and bringing them back to the study system has not really been easy, but I pray that God will help us. As we begin, we've started with homework. The parents should assist us in guiding them in the homework and let them know they are back to school. In doing that, I believe the children will also key into it. The major goals we've set for the primary section are majorly those that cannot read perfectly. Then we are having new intakes from other schools as a big challenge compared to our own standard here. Then we've set out a modality where we'll train them on how to cope with our own standards.
I'm Ms. Gift Diani. I'm a class teacher, a Foundation 1 class teacher, and a teacher of Ayonde International Academy, Ishafa. It's actually very hectic and very busy because the old learners who actually had gone home has relaxed for a long time, so coming back to the school, it's kind of difficult for them adjusting again, and then getting a new learner that we're familiar with and they are not familiar with the environment. Getting them to be familiar with the environment is hectic and actually difficult, but I think it's getting interesting now. My target is to make sure that my students are up to standard. So when they go out and people ask them, where are you coming from? I'm coming from Ayonde International Academy. They'll be like, wow, they're doing a good job there. When they speak, they see Ayonde International Academy in them. Parents, I would advise that you help guide these children at home. Limit their level of playing, level of watching cartoon. Cartoon is actually good for them, but if you reduce it, it will be good for us, the teacher, to help them. Not when teaching them in the school and then they go home and play everything out. I always tell them to be good. They should be good, take their study very, very serious. There's time for everything, and there will be time to play. So when you're in school, just be the school person. When you get home, you can now relax a bit. But when you come to school, be the school person. I always tell them to be themselves.
My name is Anna Kechika Stephanie. I'm in SS2 Dynamic, and this is my school, Golden Good Shepherd. My holiday was fun. It was exotic. I wasn't even in Abuja, but it was wonderful. I was very happy. I missed my friends, my classmates, and I missed learning, of course. Basically, I had no challenges because I'm already used to the system of my school because I've been here for quite long. So I didn't really have challenges, but it has been going great. Lessons have been rolling in and out, assignments given. Things gone well. Last term, I wasn't paying much attention, but I'm trying to change it this term so I can have more improvements in my studies. My best subject is biology because it's really about life study and we are living things, so what's there? My worst subject is mathematics. It's too complex. I also hate chemistry, but...
My name is Raji Clinton from SS3 Grangers. Well, I spent most of my holiday in summer lessons because I had to. The house was a bit boring. But we learned how to code in the summer lesson. Well, I felt good coming back to school because my goal for this term resumption is to come first because last time I came fourth, which was not quite inspiring. I intend to achieve that by studying hard always.
I am Ms. Flores Salabanji. I'm from SS1 to Innovate, SS2 Dynamic from Golden Good Shepherd Schools. I spent my holiday doing summer lessons. I learned some robotics and coding. Coming back to school was exciting because I'm going to meet new students and get new subjects.
My name is Nadia Zachary and I'm an SS2 student of Seed of Glory International. It was actually very exciting to start a new academic year and a lot of new people, new class and all that. So everything new, new teachers. So I'm very delighted to be back at Seed of Glory International School. Wow! I'm a science student, so I want to more focus on science, do more experiments and be very optimistic about this term, very zealous and...
My name is Chisom Oyegu, a student of Seed of Glory International School. I felt very delighted to come back to school, and when I got to school I found out that we had new teachers and we had new club activities to do. It was so amazing. What I plan, I want to indulge myself in new activities and I want to be the best in my class.
My name is Ida Peace, and during the holiday I was so bored. When I got my report card, I was so happy that they said school was going to resume on the 12th of September. I was so joyed. I had been waiting for that day. I had to attend the summer lesson. So during my summer lesson it was fun, and most of the things we did during the summer lesson are now appearing in our scheme of work. So it's really easy for me to get along with the class. My goal for this time is to be more determined and to be more focused on my studies, to reduce less of my playtime and to increase more of my study time, to just be more focused on my educative life. It has been a wonderful time since we resumed. So fun with the learning, the activities. It has been just so fun in Seed of Glory International School.
My name is Daniela. It feels so good. I feel happy that school has resumed. I can keep myself more busy on my books. I can read more. I can reduce my watching TV or playtime because now is school day. I have to be focused on my studies and my academics.
My name is Ayub Tachiko. I am a JSS3 student of Seed of Glory International School. My holiday was quite exciting. I attended the school's summer lesson classes. It was really fun and exciting. School resumption was amazing. I was very excited. And this new session, they introduced new subjects: basic science biology, basic science physics, and basic science chemistry. I really love the new subject. I think it's going to help us in our junior WAEC a lot. Thank you.
My name is Elizabeth Bakri. I'm a proud student of JSS2 class at Seed of Glory International. And my holiday was great, but somehow boring. So school resumption was great. I was happy. I was even counting down the days when school resumed. I'm happy I'm in another class, and
I don't really have much challenges I'm facing in my new class.
I am Abdurrahman Sabit. I am in Just 3. Name of my school is Universal Setting Academy. My holiday was fine. I was at home reading my books and I no go anywhere. I feel happy and excited to be back to school. My plan is to read my books and be the most smartest boy in my class.
My name is Elizabeth Akimalaya. I'm in GS2 at Universal Setting Academy. I feel so happy to be back to school.
My name is Ebuka Madagu Lawrence. I'm in Basic 5. The name of my school is Universal Setting Academy. I spent my holiday fine. It was a very big happy holiday. I spent my holiday playing fun and doing all sorts of things that makes me so happy and excited. I feel so happy to resume school. I feel so happy that I could smile again. I feel so happy and excited that school has resumed.
My name is Zobar Muhammad, the principal of Universal Setting Academy, Kubwa, Abuja. The first day we resumed, the turn up, we're happy because like last time, when the first week of our resumption, we just, the students that resume about 30%. But this time, the first week of our resumption, the turn up almost 65%. Our target is started from this academic session, not only this academic session alone, to produce the generation of young boys and girls who will excel, compete globally, and contribute meaningfully to the nation building. To produce the young girls and boys who ask for their duty, not the one that ask for their rights. Because your duty is the right, the duty of Mr. A is the right of Mr. B. If all of us are asking of our duty, there will be no problem in this country. They should be very serious. They should be serious to their study, dedicated to their study. They should not play. Play less. I cannot say they should not play. Play less, but be serious with your study. Because there's no any magic. I do normally tell them there's no any magic or miracle that you expect if you didn't read a book that make you to pass an exam. Parents, is that they should help us pay the school fees at the right time. So that to run the school activity smoothly, if they pay the school fees at the right time, then for the school management, it will enhance the smooth running of this academic section. Then they should buy the books for their students, for their ward.
My name is Mrs. Vivian Mwaiwu. I'm the headmistress of the Universal Setting Academy and also the Basic 5 teacher in the Universal Setting Academy here in Kubwa. The school resumption is moving smoothly, I thank God. Though we are still expecting some students. Now that we have resumed, some students and people, some of them don't have the exercise books, some don't have the textbooks that's been needed for them. No, without textbook and exercise, there's no way the teacher can teach a child well. So I encourage the parents to help us make the work to be easy by providing the necessary materials. That is the textbook, exercise book, and the other writing material that the child needs for he or her to do what, to be able to follow what others are doing. Because when a child does not have all the necessary material, others are doing, he or she will not be able to follow. At the end, that child will be the one to lose and not the teacher.
So